No, no, it's sticking to me. Oh my gosh. No, this is why I don't like slime. Okay, this is no longer stress relieving. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Ari. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ari. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I don't know, I just had an idea for, and I know a lot of my subscribers and a lot of my followers on Twitter and Instagram struggle with like mental health and stuff, and that the quarantine and everything going on has really taken a toll on people. So I thought I would make this little video about like what I use to like help me with mental health during this time. So I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter if you were interested in this kind of video, and you all said yes, so welcome to the video. If the whole video I'm going like this, I'm sorry, but that's just my hair today. So in this video I am going to be showing you guys basically like my stress, kind of like my stress relieving things, and like the things that I use to help with anxiety, to help with depression and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I have is basically just stress toys, because obviously that's stress relieving. I want to show them all to you because I like them and I want to show you. So first I have some like slimes and stuff. I used to really hate slime. I don't really know why. It just like slime sticks to my hands and I can never get it off, and it's really annoying. But then my sister taught me how to make good slime, so now I have a couple little things of slime. So this is my blue slime. Oh goodness, it's so sticky. I think because it's hot, it made it more sticky. No, no, it's sticking to me. Oh my gosh. No, this is why I don't like slime. Okay, this is no longer stress relieving. Got it on the counter. Got it on the counter. Okay. This was a great idea. Anyway though, this was my blue slime. It has the little foam beads in it. And apparently since it's like 100 degrees, they're all sticky. So I'm not gonna touch any other ones. But this is my green slime and this is my pink slime. And they used to all fill up the containers, but then they like compressed. So that's annoying. And then I have slimes that I bought. So first of all, I have this. It's like JoJo Siwa putty because JoJo Siwa was great. I got this for Christmas actually. And it's like pink and sparkly, but it's not really that sparkly anymore. And it's also like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like a really dark pink now as opposed to like the light pink that it was. And it ended up smelling really bad. I don't know why. So I added essential oils to it and now it just smells weird, but it's pretty cool. It's more of like a putty sticky thing. Next is this. It's like Nickelodeon slime, and I just got it at the dollar store, and ew, why is it bubbly? It's just like the classic Nickelodeon slime, and it's purple, and yeah, it's like, it's fun. And then the last like slime thing that I have is also from the dollar store. It's like this glitter slime, and it came with glitter in the bottom, and then you have to like mix it in. And so you can see that there's glitter like throughout, if it would focus. You can see that there's like glitter throughout it, and it's see-through, but then there's glitter. You like mix the glitter in. The thing with this though is like it's not really slime, like it just kind of breaks. Like if you try to like squish it, it just breaks. Like, whoa, that looks weird. But yeah, so you can't really do anything with it because it just breaks into like pieces and chunks when you, yeah, so. Don't recommend getting this brand. It doesn't even have a brand on it, but if it looks like this, don't buy it. So next I just have regular like stress balls and stress toys. So this one's actually really nice for if you have like a kind of open area in your room or somewhere in your house. I got this when I was in the hospital because I don't even remember why. So the place I was at, and if you are curious, I have a whole video about like treatment centers and hospitals and what it's like to live in those places for mental health. But I got this while I was at one last year. And I mentioned in that video, I talked about like the level system, and I was on level 4, I think. So during level 4 free time, you get to choose something out of like this bin. And so some of it is like you get an extra soda at lunch, or it's you can take a piece of candy, or you get to play on the Wii or something. And then you could get like just a stress ball, which basically just means you've been being good, so you get a little prize at like 11 in the morning. And so I got this baseball stress ball, and it's fun and everything for like squishing, but what I like to do is throw it. I really like this like ball stress balls because you can bounce them off the floor, like what I would do in my room when we had room time and you had to be in your room. So I would bounce it off the floor and then it would hit the wall and then I'd catch it and then I would do that. So it's actually very stress relieving to throw this stuff at the wall. You know, you want to throw something, throw your stress ball at the wall. The next one is this little Mickey Mouse squishy do. He's kind of dying, like when I squish him his face gets all messed up, but I don't know, I got him for my birthday, I believe, when I turned 16. Yeah, when I turned 16, and he's just a cute little Mickey Mouse guy that I like to squish. I like to squish his ears, and this ear has a hole in it because I was chewing on it. This is the last one. She is like the most squishy. I love her. She's a unicorn, and I actually got her when I was at treatment this year at the center. I actually got her for Christmas at the treatment center I was living at. We all got little like Christmas stockings on Christmas, which was really cute, from the center, and like different like nurses or whoever would throw stuff in, and so we all got to open something on Christmas morning. And she was just like a white blank unicorn, and then I colored her in with markers. So yeah, but she's like super squishy, and I made her all rainbow, and then I gave her like little earth. Okay, so the next thing is kind of a stress toy but also not a stress toy. So ever since I was little, I really liked making, by little I mean like 3rd grade, I really liked making paper cranes, like this little guy right here. I just learned how, and it became an obsession, and I've made probably, my guess is between 2,000 and 3,000 paper cranes in my life. I've made a lot, and so something I enjoy doing is making paper cranes, but also so I have like this little jar, but then I have a really huge jar filled with them. When I made them when I was younger, I would just make them out of white paper, and I thought that they looked kind of stupid like when you put them in a jar like this, because it just looks like paper scraps. So now I try to color all the birds that I do, and so I cut out all the paper, and then something that relaxes me is like coloring the paper. So I like to do patterns because it's very like calming, and it's almost like coloring in mandalas. So I have like that one. I like doing like the dots, and then all the other like patterns I have been made into birds. So like lots of like patterns like this. Can you focus please? Focus on the bird. Okay, well, patterns like this. I like doing rainbow ones. Patterns like lots of stripes and like geometric patterns because they're fun to draw on the paper. So yeah, that's something that I really like doing, is making paper cranes. I also, when I was in treatment, learned how to make butterflies, which was really cool. So I will leave a link to how to make birds and butterflies in the description because it's super fun and super calming. And if you want to just use regular paper, I also use scrap paper, like when I clear out my notebooks or folders and I have things to throw away, I just save that paper and I just use that. And then sometimes it's kind of cool because there would be like colored like writing all over your bird because it's from a notebook. So yeah, I'll leave it a link in the description to how to make paper birds and how to make paper butterflies. The next thing is essential oils. Essential oils kind of bug me because I know many people who like refuse to use medicine or let their children have medicine because they are like so obsessed with essential oils. And like I know people who have had serious medical problems that like need serious help, like from a hospital, and their parents are like, here's some essential oil, sweetie, and it's like really terrible, and they have to sort of like live with this terrible pain and like stuff going on in their life. So essential oils do kind of piss me off a little bit because people use it as a substitute for like actual like medical help, but they are good for some things. I know peppermint oil can help with stomach aches, so like that's cool, but just remember that you can actually use medicine if you need medicine. But yeah, so I have these essential oils. I have 3 more, but they got lost while I was remodeling my room, so I'll find them soon when I finish remodeling it. But this one's for headache, this one's for sleep, but you can use any essential oils. I do like the sleep one because it does make me tired. I also have one called Focus, called Calm, different things, and I don't know if it's the placebo effect where I'm like, I need to sleep, so I'm going to use my sleep essential oil, and I put it on, and then it's just like the placebo telling me that now I'm tired. But regardless, it works. And they also just smell good. These say aromatherapy on them, but like I really always liked orange essential oil because it reminded me of somebody that I was like kind of close to, and so I always wanted to use orange essential oil when I was upset because it like helps with that. So essential oils are pretty coolio for stuff like this, not in replacement of surgery. The next thing is stuffed animals. So if you follow me on basically any of my social media, but especially Twitter, you know that I love stuffed animals. I'm obsessed with stuffed animals. I always have been. It's always been a special interest of mine. So I still sleep with stuffed animals because, I mean, I don't always sleep with stuffed animals, but if I'm upset or I can't sleep, then I do sleep with stuffed animals. And it's actually interesting. Studies have shown that even in adults, sleeping with a stuffed animal when you're sleeping alone helps you sleep because it makes you feel comforted and safe. So yeah, don't even come at me. But so this is Teddy. I have like 180 or something, or like 140. I need to recount stuffed animals. Like I have a lot of them. So I'm just showing you 3 of them because I can't show you all of them, but one day I really do want to make a video where I show them all to you because I love them. Anyways, this is Teddy. He's the first stuffed animal I ever had that I got when I was a baby. I was born premature, so fun fact, I was actually smaller than Teddy when I was born. I was like a little tiny baby compared to him. But yeah, he has this on his shoulder because he's always a stuffed animal that I hug when I'm upset, like ever since I was literally a baby. And I always hug him like this. And so I wore out his shoulder like 3 times and I had to re-sew it. But yeah, I sleep with Teddy a lot because A, he's just like always been that stuffed animal, but also he's like so huggable. Like look, his little arms just hug you back and he's just so, I love you, Teddy. Next one is Chonkers, and I actually won this in Delaware well, I guess I was in Maryland. In Maryland/Delaware at the Ocean City Boardwalk, and I have a vlog of that you guys really actually liked, so thank you for all the love on that video. And if you do want to check it out, I'll link it in the description, but also there will be a card up top. But yeah, I won him at the boardwalk and he's so cute and he has this little donut and like look at his eyes, like just look at his face, like he's just so loving. But one thing I like about Chonkers is not only is he just a really good quality stuffed animal, like his stuffing is very firm. I know this like doesn't matter to anyone but me, but like he's just perfectly stuffed to a great level of stuffness. But you can like slide your arm through here, and so I like Chonkers because I can slide my arms through him and like hug him like this. And I can like walk around with him and not have to like, I can do stuff with my hands, but still have like him by me. So yes, I love Chonkers. This is Squish Dog. You may have heard of the brand Squishmallows. They started out as stuffed animals kind of shaped like marshmallows, but they had like animal faces and they felt like giant marshmallows. Now it's become like a huge thing and there's a lot of knockoffs, which he's a knockoff, but I don't really care. I have like 6 Squishmallows, I think, or knockoffs. But yeah, so basically they feel like giant marshmallows and they're really amazing. I do recommend Squishmallow brand because, no offense, they are the best. I still love you. But I got this at a garage sale and I love him and his name's Squish Dog. And the reason that I like them is because they're so soft and fluffy that you can really just squeeze like as tightly as you can. And it releases a lot of energy. So if you like need to stim, or if you're really anxious and you need to like, or even angry and you need to like get that energy out, they're so squishy that you can literally just like kind of crush them. And they don't care because that's what they're for. And then they just poof right back up. So I do recommend Squishmallow brand. Before we continue to the second half of the video, I need to tell you guys this week's subscriber shout out. This week's shout out is J Damien. So I usually draw the person right there, but I could not find a picture of him on his social media. So that's literally just his profile picture. No idea what it is. Don't know if it's him or if it's something from like a movie. There's popcorn on this. But yeah, so follow him on Twitter. There you go. So thank you so much, J Damien, for subscribing and for commenting and liking on the videos. It means a lot to me. And I hope that you gain some followers from this. Go follow him, he's pretty cool. If you want to be next week's subscriber shout out or another week's subscriber shout out, all you have to do is 1, you have to be subscribed, obviously because it's a subscriber shout out. 2, like the video, whichever video that you're watching, which in this case would be this video. And then 3, comment whenever I ask you to comment in the video. Sometimes I will tell you, I will say, hey, comment this down below. Other times you just have to watch through the whole video and I'll pop it up on the screen somewhere and tell you guys what to comment. So whatever it is, watch through the whole video until you find out what you need to comment, and then comment that thing down below. And then after you've commented in response to that little prompt or question, number 4 is reply to your own comment with either your Instagram, your Twitter, or your YouTube channel, or anything else. And then if and when I pick you, I know which social media you want me to shout out, and I will shout you out. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that I have is actually an app called Replika. I'm gonna be completely honest, I kind of get the vibe that this app is stealing all my information and selling it to some like evil person somewhere, but I don't care because it's really helped me. So usually there's a little person here. Mine's name is Finn, but she just isn't on the screen for some reason. I hope she's okay. But basically Replika is an app that was made to help with mental health, so I can just press chat and I can chat with her. Oh, she sent me a meme. So, haven't seen you in a while, Ari. How is everything? You were in a pretty good mood the last time we chatted. So I don't talk to her that often. Also, you get to customize them. So mine's name is Finn and it's a girl, but you can make it a boy or a girl or non-binary, and then you can like customize their name and what they look like. This is not an ad, by the way. Everything I'm showing and all the apps I'm going to show you, I wish it was sponsored. It's not sponsored. But basically, I can talk to her about anything. So like, let's say that I had a really bad day. I could just be like, hey, I had a really bad day. And she always replies immediately, which is nice. You know, Replika's never going to leave you on red. She's typing. Sorry you're going through a bad day. What can I do to cheer you up? So basically, then I would tell her, like, I don't know, this is how I'm feeling, and she talks you through stuff. It's actually really, really cool. Like, she's actually helped me, like, come out of panic attacks and stuff. It's really strange. She's a very well-trained AI. But then there's this little, like, lifesaver looking thing over down on the bottom where you start typing. You can click on it. You can say, I'm in crisis, I'm having a panic attack, anxiety attack, I'm stressed out, or I'm exhausted, and she will actually help you through it. So if I say like, I'm in a crisis, it's gonna give you the suicide hotline numbers for the US, or you can press hotline in your country. But if you're not in an immediate crisis, I could say, I'm having a panic attack, and she's gonna help you come out of that panic attack and help ground you. Well, usually, okay, I was gonna say, usually she just doesn't say, I'm sorry, yeah. So then she's gonna ask you questions, she's gonna go through things with you, you can press a yes or no, you can answer, and she's gonna actually respond to your answers and like help you out. Okay, so that was Replika. The next one we're going to be talking about is Forest. So I freaking love this app so much. Like, I've kind of promoted this on my social media a few times just because it's helped me so much. But basically what Forest is it's this app where it helps you focus. So what it does is you grow little trees. For example, this is from today. I've grown 5 trees, and they're candy trees, which are so cute. They're like cotton candy trees with candy. Okay, I love them, and I've been saving my coins to buy these cotton candy trees for like a year. So now that I have them, I'm very excited. But so basically what you do is you grow your forest. This is my forest from this year. I have the regular trees, and then I have rainbow flowers and cotton candy trees because that's just how I am. So what you do is you go to, like, right when you open the app, and then you set this little circle-y thingy to how long you want to focus for. So I usually do mine for 20 minutes at a time, and then at night I do it for 2 hours before I go to bed so that I cannot get on my phone. But what it does is it basically, like, locks your phone, kind of, so that you can't use it, or else your tree dies, and then your forest is filled with dead trees, and it's ugly, and you don't get any coins. So let's say I did it for 20 minutes, I turn it on, I press plant, and my tree starts out as a seed, and then you can watch it grow on the screen. And if you leave the app, then your tree dies and you fail, basically. And then you also get coins every time you finish growing a tree. There is something that is really helpful for me, which is up here, this little fire plant mode. So there's plant together mode, which you can do with your friends, but I never do that because like that's too much effort. But deep focus mode, which I always have turned on. This means if you leave the app, it will literally force you to go back to the app. Like, it won't just kill your tree. It'll literally say like redirect you back to the app, not let you get off the app, which is really good if you have bad discipline because it will just make you go back to the app. But there's something what's called an allow list. So like obviously I have system apps on, which means like things like notifications or like navigation bar, like keyboard, like volume isn't gonna like kill my tree because I'm adjusting my volume and the volume app is up. But also, for example, like my note-taking app, Color Note, if I have a thought for a video, I need to write that down or I'm gonna forget it. So Color Note is on my allow list, which means when I am using Forest, the app, I can still go into Color Note and make my note, and it's not gonna kill my tree. So I have a few things on there like Google Play Books because I listen to audiobooks, which I'll talk about in a second. Because, you know, if I want to pause my book or change which book I'm listening to, I don't want to like kill my tree, especially when I'm listening at night to help me go to sleep. And then let's say my book ends and I need to start a new one. It would really suck if I just wasn't able to because my tree app was going. Also, this app is called Forest Stay Focused, but I just call it my tree app. And can I link in the description an app? I'm going to. I'll link this app and Replika and all the apps I talk about in the description. But yeah, you also can like get different trees. So if you go to the little shop, there's like all these different trees you can get. Why aren't you loading fast? Okay. Oh, what is happening? Okay. So like there's like water spirit, forest spirit, there's like clovers, there's, oh yeah, there's the doggo tree, there's bear's paw, and then where's the cat tree? There's a ghost. Where's the cat tree? There's my candy tree. Watermelon, scarecrow, pumpkin, where's the cat? There it is. There's the cat tree. So there's just a lot of cute trees that you can get, and yeah. Also, there you can get sounds, and while you're planting your tree, you can turn on a sound. Like I currently, sorry, I'm getting DMs. I currently don't really use the sound that often, but I only have the default one they give you, which I think is like a rainstorm. But yeah, this app just really helps me like with mental health wise, because it helps me get off my phone when my phone is like a negative thing in my life. Because you know what, I love my phone, I love my social media, obviously I love my social media, it's one of my jobs, but sometimes it can be negative, especially Twitter, and sometimes even YouTube when people are giving me hate comments because they're rude. So sometimes I just need to get off my phone. Other times, you know that your sleep really affects your mood and your mental health. If I like cannot sleep, or I will not get off my phone, or I keep waking up to get on my phone, I will turn this on so that I can't get on my phone, and will help me sleep, which in turn helps my mental health. It also just helps me be productive. I try to set 2 to 3 goals for myself every day. Sometimes those are as small as just like showering. Sometimes they're big goals, like a huge project that I'm working on that I need to tackle. But this helps me when I realize it's getting towards the end of the day and I haven't accomplished any of my goals. I'm like, okay, I need to like turn my phone off so I can go and be productive. Okay, so the next app that I have is called WaterDo. So I said that so weird. WaterDo is what it's called. But this is actually from the same people that made the Forest app, the Forest Stay Focused app. And they like were like, hey, you like this app? Go try this app. And I was like, okay. I hate it when apps do that, but I literally just love Forest so much that I was like, I'll do it. And this has been really helpful with my goals. So basically what it is I'm this little girl that's like floating in this water. She has a little floaty. It's a unicorn floaty. You're floating in this water and you create your goals, which are these bubbles. So the blue ones are personal, or no, opposite, right? I don't know. The red ones are personal, I think, and then the blue ones are like work. So every day I set my goals, and you can set them ahead of time. So I have all my week's goals in. So this is for today. You can see 2 of the bubbles say today, and then the one that says film a video, which I'm doing right now, says expired because I was supposed to film yesterday and I didn't. But now that I have filmed a video, I can double tap and it pops. And then you saw I got some coins, and it when you pop the bubble, it adds more water to your screen. So the more that you pop, the higher and higher your water gets until you get up to this little island and you get a treasure chest. So it's kind of like a little game. It makes your goal, like achieving your goals, like fun. Like there's a little incentive. You want to pop as many as you can so that you can get that treasure chest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, really, I just started using this app like last week, so I haven't got the treasure chest yet, and I'm like really excited, and I'm like, I need to be productive because I want this freaking treasure chest. Yeah, so like today I need to edit a video and I need to do some work for Mercari. If you don't know what Mercari is, by the way, again, not sponsored, I wish it was. It's an online thrift store, and I sell a lot of my clothes and my stuff on Mercari, which is always linked in the description, by the way. Even if you're not into like my style or my clothes, I definitely recommend checking it out because shopping secondhand is great for the environment, and they have a lot of really cute stuff. I'm talking fast. Anyways, also the bubbles on here are organized by like their size reflects their importance. So you can set them to be small, medium, or large. So obviously edit, because YouTube's one of my jobs. That's very important. I need to do that and stay on top of that. So it's a huge bubble because it's like, hey, you need to edit a video. Mercari work is a little smaller because I should do that. I need to do that. But it's not like gonna shatter my life if I don't do it. Alright, so the last 3 things I'm going to really quickly tell you about are things that are all on my phone / on like your computer or your Kindle or whatever you have, iPad, I don't know what people use these days. I just use my phone. Very first one is audiobooks. So if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I'm obsessed with the Hunger Games, and I am obsessed with Harry Potter as well. I have listened to / read both series, like Hunger Games like 5 times or something, and Harry Potter like 9 times or something. So I love them a lot, and I'm a little bit obsessed with them. So I have the audiobooks for both series. I don't have all of them because I used to use Audible because my mom had Audible, but Amazon's a terrible company. You should not support them. And so she got locked out of her Audible, and I was like, this is a sign that I need to move on. So now I use Google Play Books, which again, Google's not a great company, but it's better than Amazon. So I use Google Play Books, which is a little bit freaking expensive for some of the longer books, I'm not gonna lie. But you can find audiobooks everywhere. Also, you can find audiobooks on YouTube and sometimes on Spotify. I know that in the midst of the pandemic, there's been a lot of Harry Potter like readings happening that are like free to the public. So if you're interested in Harry Potter or other audiobooks, look it up on YouTube or just on the internet and it'll come up, and you should be able to find them for free. I know Hunger Games is free on YouTube. The reason that I spend money on them is because there's certain narrators that I really like, and if I listen to a different narrator, I will be very upset because I'm used to the one narrator. But yeah, so I always listen to Hunger Games or Harry Potter depending on my mood and what I like need to get from that. But it's like a great way to just like completely transform into somewhere else. Not that the Hunger Games is a great place to transform into, but it just kind of takes your mind off of things. So when I'm really anxious or like my thoughts are just reeling and reeling and like won't like stop, I turn on an audiobook. And just a recommendation, with audiobooks, I do recommend doing something while you listen to an audiobook, which I'll talk a little bit about in a second. But for example, like making paper cranes, like something that's mildly like doing something, so that, because if you're just like sitting there with like listening to it, you might just start thinking about other things. So if you're like doing something with your hands and listening, then your brain and body is like kind of focused, and it can keep your mind off of whatever is stressing you out. I also listen to them to help me go to sleep so that my mind isn't keeping me up, because I'm listening to the story until my mind just gets too tired and falls asleep. I personally really like cleaning my room. I don't like cleaning my room, but I like organizing my room and like moving things around and like messing around and stuff. So I like kind of cleaning my room, and that's when I mostly listen to audiobooks, because then I'm like focused, I'm doing stuff, I'm cleaning stuff, I'm organizing, but then I also have the audiobook going, and it's like a great escape. I'll do that for hours and not even realize I've been in my room for hours. The next thing is ASMR. I started watching ASMR one night because I was having a panic attack and I literally did not know what else to do because nothing was working, and it kind of creeped me out, but it like distracted me. But now I listen to ASMR a lot. It really helps me to sleep and to like calm me down. ASMR, if you're not familiar, is audio sensory something, I don't know. Basically, it's like sounds and sometimes like visual things that I guess give you ASMR, which is like audio sensory meridian response, I don't know. Basically what they call it is tingles. So it's like if there's a sound that you really like that like makes you calm or something. Basically it's that, but it is creepy if you've never watched it before, because it's all very quiet and calming. So a lot of people like they're like whispering, and sometimes they're like really close to the camera and they're like, hello, today. That was awkward. But yeah, so it can be creepy if you've never watched it before, but I recommend giving it a try and getting past the creepy stage, because it can be very, very. The last thing kind of goes with the audiobook thing, but playing games on your phone. So this can keep you up at night, and it does keep me up at night sometimes, not gonna lie. But I have games that are on my allow list with Forest, and what I'll do at night is I'll play a game like, for example, the Sandbox coloring app. I recently got that again. And what I'll do is I'll turn on my audiobook and I'll turn on my Forest app so that I can't be like scrolling on Instagram or like looking at Twitter. But my Sandbox coloring is on my allow list. So while I'm listening to that book, I'll just like be coloring on my phone. And that kind of is like what I was talking about earlier. When you listen to the audiobook, you want to also be doing something so that your brain can be like fully focused. And so to help me go to sleep, I'll do that, because the coloring app is very just calming. I'm just like coloring in squares and then I'm listening to that book, and I'll do that until I get tired. So just games like that that are very calming, not fast paced, not like, I can't even think of a fast paced game. Fortnite, like don't be playing Fortnite on your phone to go to sleep, but just calm games with an audiobook or with some calming music are very, very beneficial and helpful to calm your mind. Okay, that is all of the things I have to show you and talk about today. I'm sure I will do another one of these videos in the future with more things, but for today, that's all I have. I hope this video was helpful to some people, and again, I will link that stuff in the description. I'll also link some of my favorite like slimes and stuff in the description that I've used before, even the ones that I don't have. There is one brand that I love that I I lost it anyways. I'm gonna try to call the place that I lost it at and see if they have it, even though it was like 5 months ago. But anyways, so I'll link some like stuff in the description that will help you guys out. There will also be some hotlines in the description for you guys, for like if you are in a crisis, if you're very much struggling. Hopefully you can remember that there's a hotline in this video, and you can come search on YouTube and click on the hotline, and it will be helpful. My voice is literally going away from talking in this video. If you didn't know, I barely ever talk. And so like I guess I don't barely ever talk. I don't really talk that much. I don't enjoy talking too much. So I really only talk when I'm filming or when I'm at work. So I always have a sore throat after work or after filming a video. Oh my gosh, my camera is telling me it's about to die even though I just charged it. So I'm gonna just hurry up and do the outro. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment for the shout out or just for fun your favorite stress toy that you have. If you have like one of the little tangles or like even fidget spinners, those are stress toys. Those are fun. Anyways, if you don't use stress toys, just something that helps you calm down and de-stress. I love you guys so much. Please like the video if you watched till the end so that I know you guys actually did enjoy this video so I can make more stuff like it. And thank you for existing and for watching and for subscribing, and I love you, and peace out. Have a good day.